We have left from TikTok and came to YouTube because TikTok is bullshitting. So we over here. Let's get into a general. Hey, Miss Reese. I just started dealing, cousin. I was like, I'm just gonna keep on with the momentum that we had when we was on TikTok before they came up there acting like we little crazy people. And I just hope we have the same great energy. Okay, yeah, we do. So it looks like again we about to come out of feeling left out in the cold, feeling all of this. It's like from rags to riches because something had to be cut off because it wasn't bringing happiness. And that took you out of mid phase so your manifestations could work against your worries. There was like some spiritual growth that you had to go through because you was holding on to like a certain type of behavior, but it wasn't making something grow for your family. But when you decided to start dealing with that energy and didn't go towards it no more, you had to make a choice on something to let go of something that wasn't productive for you and that kept you from being stable in order for you to be in Empress energy. It was the mustard people. Hey, Queen. Hold on, let me read it this way. So, your uniqueness is showing spiritual growth, but it's like you gotta cut something off and show that you're grown, or you're not gonna be released from something because you can't be successful holding on to this attachment. You gotta make a choice, and you can't be in the middle of it because it's gonna cause conflict and not gonna be productive. You've manifested greatness, but you can't come out of this if you don't value yourself. You're gonna keep worrying about it because something, it's like you can't receive something if you're gonna be in this Empress position. This is hmm, the Empress is out here twice in the upright, y'all. And the lovers is right next door to each other in the upright too. Okay, so this is like getting rid of something from the past. I just saw 444 when I looked up. Okay, this is saying, hey Aisha, hey twin. Y'all, this is serious message. I'm gonna have to turn the radio down. We done got over here and it done got serious. I think this is Spice. I think this is just for us. big girl cousins, okay? This is for us grown ups. The few of us that's here, look at this in there. It say, we'll be foolish to not cut something off and be disappointed and saddened because we too good to be in the mid phase of something. We supposed to celebrate our manifestation, but we're dealing with some chaos through worries. But we're not the wounded warriors because we've had spiritual growth. But on our own, we decided to stay attached to some stuff. And we empress, but we fighting in conflicts. I think these is conflicts with like abundance and stuff because this card, hey Karen, because this card is here on top of my favorite 10, y'all. Look at this. Like we got what we need, but we looking at the money. And let's be clear, I'm not saying, oh, you should be happy with the shit you got. No, motherfucker, because I want to get it myself. I'm grateful that people do be helping me, but I still want my own money in my own motherfucking pocket. What are you talking about? But Spirit is saying we need to be nice because we're not open to receive. You see how that angel trying to pour something in the cup, and then she got a hand over the cup and stuff, and they saying, but look, receive, because see the temperance here, I mean the 4 cups here, and it's got that angel trying to pour it in the cup. Look at the angel right here trying to pour the cup. We ain't got the freedom that we need because we are not receiving the things like how we supposed to receive them. So, and also, it might be certain people that you want to get something from. You see how they say choice in the lover's card? And because certain people didn't do what they were supposed to do, then that make us feel sad. So then it's like, oh wow, I didn't even know this. Look, it's not who we wanted from. It's the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the lovers. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the lovers. Right next door to each other. Hey, my poo. We got to take it even if it ain't who we want it from. But we don't want it because it ain't who we want it from. But they watch us go without. Now you're going to have to let people work for you because you're supposed to have. Oh my goodness, this is so uncomfortable. I just got to chill. So they're basically telling us in this season, people are going to want to bless us. And we supposed to be like, okay. I just got a pain in the back of my arm right here. Because look, I'm going to tell y'all mine. I can't hear you, but I'm going to tell y'all mine. I don't like people helping me because they always want to remind me. My right arm. It's just like a pain just hit me right in my right arm. I don't like for people to be like, because even some cousins that came on here, they be ready to tell y'all. They be putting it all in the comments. They write long ass paragraphs about how they can't wait to help me, and I'm gonna send you. I send her $40 all the time, just so they can wait. Like after they done did it 3 times to come and be like, well, I thought since I was giving you money and I'm supposed to, you gave me $40. My general alone is $55. I can answer 4 questions for you. There you go. I refunded somebody their money and blocked them. I blocked them from my Cash App so they couldn't send it back. I'm gonna send it back, no the fuck you're not. I don't like people who be like, volunteering to do stuff, and then when you really need them, then they try to act like you a burden. You, well, they asked like, God, I had this one girl named Talita. She was like basically begging me to ask her to use some money or borrow something from her or need her for something. And I never did. I just kept being like, nah. She was like, it's gotta be something you want. I said, okay, you know what, cousin? And it was like something small, but it was a need at the time. And I was like, I need this. No problem. I got you. I got you. Then 2 days later, it comes back to me that she done made it be like, oh, I'm trying to use her and this and that. Now, here's the thing about me. You don't get to tell one side of the story to a whole group of people and then think that I'm going to be over here and then you going to tell me this. I rally everyone. Hear ye, hear ye. I pull three-way calls. I pull the fuck up as long as I have gas money. We will be standing in front. You're gonna tell me in front of these people what the fuck you just said, and you gonna tell them whatever the lie you better remember the lie, cause I will never allow you to lie on me to some people, and we don't correct that shit. Not only that, I bring my rods with me too. I make sure we know spirit in the building, because the moment you want to tell a lie, I'm gonna cancel out. Talk your shit. What you say? Who was there? Hold on. Hello. Yeah, I'm sitting here with what you calling? They said so and so, and you had said, hold on, speaker. Can I ask y'all why was I brought up in the room I wasn't in the first place? I never really see y'all like that. Why was my name in it? You know, that's me. So it's a lot of shit gonna get ready to go down. It's probably a behavior or something that you got going on that you're gonna have to change. I say I have had to not be like, I ain't never really thought I was a real naive person, but I have some moments in which I be kind of naive, and I most definitely have to work on that. It's when it comes to people that's close to me, because almost every time it's somebody that's close to me that has some kind of way burnt me, like did me dirty in a way, and I just wouldn't believe it was them. I just couldn't believe it. I got people that I speak to right now, pour love into, and anytime they get ready, they'll say some shit to me out the way, or downplay my situation, or look down their nose at me. And then if I say anything out of way to them, it's, well, you did this to me, and you made me feel. It's a lot of people who like to voice how I make them feel. And they forget that I'm a human too. What you need to know in this season, we're not leading with feelings. Your feelings will get you hurt. Logic. 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 I know it's hard, but you know why it be so hard? Because we care too much. You know, the only time I ever had to be a strong woman was when I was trying to protect somebody else's feelings, period. When I minded my own business, nothing was hard for me. When I let go of stuff that didn't serve me, nothing was hard no more. It was only hard when I was so worried about how they was gonna make it, because for me, that shit had nothing to do with me. I was straight. But then I used to want to be Captain Save-A-Hole and insert self here. And then it got hard. And then I got accused. I didn't do that. I was just trying to, I mean, that was one of my favorite starters to a sentence. I was just trying to, every time. I don't be trying to no more. I was just minding my motherfucking business. I was just over here. Who did what to who? And what bill of mine is gonna pay? You so insensitive. I am not insensitive. I am not in that mess though. I am not involved. There's a lot of shit that I'm not in, and this is that. How did you get in it? Well, they can't. Did you talk to God first? Oh, that's my favorite thing to ask a Christian when they in a panic. Did you talk to God? Then they said, honey, they done told me, talk to God? This an emergency. And he supposed to be the one that answer. Oh, Lord. Too much? You want me to go there? Okay. I'll pipe down. But yeah, I've been sitting in church with Christians that wear the hats that say things like, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Devil's in God's house? We gonna advocate for the devil in here? I don't want to participate. I'm sorry, I don't advocate for the devil at all. You see, be careful. Right, why is you advocating for the devil? Be careful of the conversations. Listen to everything. Do you see how I just had to break down the context clues of it might be something dealing with social media that come because of who called, how they call, who messaged me. You gotta look, it's patterns. It's like default settings or something. You gotta pay attention to that shit. You hear me? The stuff that is coming towards you, the stuff that is about to break through, to take you from rags to riches, you're about to have to start looking through people. But you're going to have to start remembering who God is, what your position is, what you're supposed to pay attention to, what you're not supposed to pay attention to, who you need to help. Oh, but that's my mama. But you just watched your motherfucking mama take these people's stuff and do this to them folks, and you know she was dead ass wrong, and you're going to back that up. You're going to hell with your fuck ass mama. Both y'all ass going in a motherfucking handbasket. You cannot keep defending shit like that. And using the excuse that that's your mama, that ain't God. But that's my sister, but that's my dad. I can't turn on them. They turned on themselves, you idiot. What is you talking about? They just put themselves in a position and you're up here talking about what you can't. You ain't got nothing to do with what they just did. You better save your fucking self. I don't understand you. I'm not trying to deal with your shit. What I will tell you is this. My cousins, not cross watchers, not cross cousins. I ain't talking about cousins. Pay attention to the shit you're getting drawn into. Remember, Mercury just went direct. Still planets in retrograde. We just came out of full moon energy. We in the shadow period of the Lionsgate and the moon and Mercury retrograde. Something wants to push you off the edge. Something wants you to get mad and start snatching shit left and right. I'm going to tell y'all, one of my biggest fears was being put in a room with more than one white woman and having to defend myself against them. You can try to make this a prejudice thing if you want to. I don't give a shit. We all know, specifically, whenever a white woman feels like their back is against the wall, they start to cry. and they start to panic a little. And immediately, don't matter who else is in there, everyone else is aggressive. They the only ones that don't get called the police on. They the only ones that call the police on people, make false reports, and they can whine a little bit and no one locks them up. I was just put in a position where two white women in authority were trying to come at me about my behavior against another white woman that made an accusation against me. Y'all just don't understand. I have my personality, and I have to prove to three sensitive white women who definitely have each other's back that I'm not the problem. White women have a tendency to, when they know they're wrong, downplay things really, really strongly and say things like, oh, I don't think she meant that. Even when they can see everybody in attendance saw the same shit, they will definitely pretend as if it was no big deal what they did. I can talk to a white woman just like this, and she will still ask me to calm down. And she will say, but your tone is still aggressive to me. I don't play that shit. I don't play with no white women like that. White women are dangerous in certain situations. If you want to pretend that that is not true, let's go all the way back to Emmett Till. Up until recently when that lady died, until she was senile and probably his spirit haunted her, she kept the same lie. And everybody let it be what it was. And when she confessed and said she lied, no one locked her up. Nothing was done. It was overlooked. There are so many cases where it's overlooked. When they had me in that corner and they were trying to come against me, before we started, I said, God is not the author of confusion, and I want to invite the Lord into this room because I am one black woman who has a strong personality, and I'm sitting in between two white women, and I will not let you have me feel defeated today. That is not the aim of why we're here. So as long as all intentions are pure, I am ready. I set the stage from the jump, and I needed to because they came for me. One of them. The other one, I love her. I love her. But she had to be quiet because it was her boss. She's over me, but she's over her. And the woman they was defending is over her. So now we got all of these bosses and then they all trying to put stuff on me. And who am I? The only black woman. The one who they have the paperwork to say I was aggressive. But here's the thing that got to me. After all of that was done, the one that was cool later on told me, when you left, she admitted that the other lady was acting like that. She just didn't want to get in trouble. You see, the reason why I'm not going to sit here and downplay it is because out of all of the shit that they gave me, I'm glad I maintained to make sure that I did not get out of the character to make them think this and that and stuff and try to label me and let it stick as the angry black woman. The whole time she knew she was lying. If I would have caved, they would have did it again. White women do this, and they know they do it. And that has always been a fear of mine because I am an aggressive person. Especially when I know you're lying on me. And they were lying on me to protect the other white lady. But when you bring God into the equation, it don't matter who trying to tell the lie. God ain't finna let them do it. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leading me beside the still water. Restoring my soul. That was not my battle. I set my black ass in that room with them white ladies for every black woman that had ever been called aggressive, and I took me some great deep breaths. And I thought logically, and I did not think with emotions. And I answered myself, and I defended myself, and I did not call them out of their names, and I did not scream, and I did not get so, I didn't do none of that. When I wanted to get upset, I said, listen, let's look at it from this point of view. I gave example, and I didn't raise my voice. And I didn't think I could do that. Because I am the one who the first one to be like, bitch, I am her. Guilty and quilty. I'm her. I was cut from a different cloth. They don't make my fabric no more. That's what I do. I ain't do that. I fought a principality. Them ladies was just being white ladies. That's what white ladies do. They programmed to do that. They wasn't doing that. You know when I made them be human? When I didn't let them white lady me. Then they stopped. Then we just started being humans with each other. Cousins, if I can do that, bitch, if I can do that, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my ugly ass. I'm talking about Miss what the fuck you said. No, I don't work for nobody, bitch. I'm talking about me. If I can do that, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You should be able to get everything you set out to get in this season. Do not let your ego or your pride take you out of your blessing. I know what we don't like, but sometimes you're going to have to give up a behavior, a habit, a mindset. You're going to have to give up something big in order to reap a blessing that God got for you, because he feels like you in this position and you should know better and you're worthy of that. Now, everybody always want to misunderstand. You can't misunderstand me. I make shit too clear. I ain't coming against white women. I love a lot of them. Not all of them. Because some of y'all get on my motherfucking nerve. Some of y'all petty as fuck. And y'all really need to learn. You need to come hang out with some of us sometimes. Because you be on that bullshit. And I'm not finna put no sugar on top of shit for you. Some of y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. But some of y'all cool in the breeze. Like Steph. I love Steph. That's my favorite cousin. Love her. I ain't here to down on everybody. Some of y'all black bitches, I don't like y'all. Especially y'all hoes that get in managerial positions. Y'all motherfuckers the worst. So we ain't finna make this all color shit. Bitches be bitching. But that right there, as a black woman, it's hard to break that label. Once they put it on you, that's it. They can use it anywhere. Don't let yourself be used because you chose to let your emotions carry you. Don't do that. I have done that. I am currently not doing that. and it is currently working in my benefit. In the next season, let it work in your benefit. Okay, I'm gonna take my ugly ass to sleep. I love y'all. Have a good night, cousin. Be blessed, and remember what I said now.